What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing my prediction for Ohio State versus Notre Dame. But if you haven't, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And by doing so, it greatly helps out my channel and it helps me grow as a content creator. This is a big matchup in week one. You got two great teams in Ohio State and Notre Dame going at it. And you have a team in Notre Dame that's bringing in a new head coach in Marcus Freeman. He's inheriting a great team that Brian Kelly left. And he's a great defensive mind, and it's good to see that he finally got his coaching opportunity to coach a great team in Notre Dame. Then you have a team with Ryan Day, Ohio State. What can I say? Blue blood, one of the best teams in the college football. They bring back a lot of offensive firepower, and they're looking to improve on their defense. But they hired Jim Knowles as their defensive coordinator. He's tasked with, fixing their defense. But I got some stats, and I'm going to start with Notre Dame. On offense, they have quarterback Tyler Buckner. He's a true dual threat, guys. He can throw it and pass it. And he brings an element to Notre Dame's offense that they didn't have last season, with the running ability and stuff. So he's definitely going to be a quarterback to watch this season. And at running back, he has Chris Tyree. They had 129 carries with 718 yards, and he had 5.4 yards per carry average. So great running back, guys. And he also had 32 catches for 323 yards, and he had a 10.1 yards per catch average. So can do it all. Catch out the backfield, can do anything. Very good running back. And at wide receiver, they have Braden Lindsey. And in 2021, he had 32 receptions for 350 yards with 3 touchdowns. And he had 10.9 yards per catch average. So great wide receiver. And they also have Lorenzo Styles, who had 24 receptions for 344 yards and 1 touchdown. And he was averaging 14.3 yards per carry. So catch. So that's another guy. And then at tight end, they have Michael Mayer, who had 71 receptions for 840 yards and 7 touchdowns. So Notre Dame has guys, to step up and be able to make this offense flourish this season, under Marcus Freeman. So he has a good offensive team coming back. And on the defensive side of the ball, they have Isaiah Foskey, a great player. His stats was getting better each season. He showed out in 2020. He had a good season last year, and it's expected that he's going to step up even more this year. So he's great at the defensive end position. Then at linebacker, they have J.D. Bertrand, and he's a junior, a guy that's been in the system, knows the system, got experience. So they also have Jack Kaiser, another guy that's a senior that's on the team. So they got guys at the defensive side of the ball that has been in the system. But I think Notre Dame's DBs are going to be really, really good this season, guys. They have cornerback Cam Hart, Clarence Lewis, Tariq Bracy, all those guys. Brandon Joseph, DJ Brown. They got a lot of experience at the secondary position. They have a lot of guys that's been playing. So this is definitely going to be Notre Dame's strength. It's going to be on the back end. And this is going to be interesting considering that they're playing Ohio State, who's considered to have one of the best wide receiver groups, if not the best wide receiver group in the country this season. So this is going to be an interesting matchup. And, of course, I'm going to get on Ohio State. We all know C.J. Stroud is the quarterback. He threw for 4,435 yards last season with 44 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and got a quarterback rating of 91.6, which is ranked first. He's definitely going to be looked at for potentially winning the Heisman this season, guys. If he keeps those numbers up, he's definitely going to be in the mix. He's definitely going to be there in New York for sure. And at running back, they got a beast at running back with Travion Henderson, who had 1,248 yards with 15 touchdowns, and he was averaging 6.8 yards per carry. So this is a beast of a running back. I expect him to show out this season as well. Then at wide receiver, they got Jackson Smith and Jibba. What can I say? I just shake my head. Very, very great wide receiver. He had 1,606 yards with 9 touchdowns. And I already know he's going to be probably looked at for the Heisman as well. Very, very talented wide receiver. And, of course, they got Julian Fleming and Marvin Harrison Jr., two talented guys. So Ohio State's offense is going to be clicking. Probably going to have one of the best offenses in the country, and definitely going to be a team to look out for. And on the defensive side, they have Jim Knowles as their new defensive coordinator. Very, very smart guy. Coached up a very good defense over there at Oklahoma State. And he's tasked with, building their defense. And all signs showing from, scrimmage and all that from what I was reading, he's definitely going to have a great defense this season. And that's good news for Ohio State. And speaking of the defense, at defensive end, they have JT. I'm just calling him JTT because I can't pronounce his last name, but beast of a player. And then they also got Javante Jean-Baptiste, two guys, beast of guys, very, very good players. At the jack position, they got Jack Sawyer and Zach Harrison, two more beasts. Defensive tackle, they got Tyleek Williams. At cornerback, they got Denzel Burke, another good guy. At safety, they got Tanner McAllister. He actually came over to Ohio State from Oklahoma State with Jim Knowles. He's been playing over there for 4 years, so he's been in Jim Knowles' defense for 4 years, so he knows what they expect. He's just going to fit right in. So Ohio State defensive line in particular is going to be really, really good this season, and I can't wait to see what they do. With all that being said, I'm going to give my prediction on how the game is going to go. I expect Ohio State to try, to throw the ball on Notre Dame, but I probably wouldn't advise it too much because, like I said, Notre Dame has a great secondary, and I expect Ohio State to probably run the ball with Travion Henderson to kind of open up the pass. If Ohio State is successful doing that, I think, they can potentially win this game by, a lot of points. But Notre Dame is going to be there to play. They're going to be game. But I just think the overall talent, I just think Ohio State is going to get it. If I had to give a score, I'm thinking maybe 44 to maybe 28. I don't think it's going to be a complete blowout, but Ohio State's offense is going to be clicking. They're going, like I said, going to have one of the best offenses in the country. And I'm just looking at talent for talent on both sides of the ball. Ohio State is more talented than Notre Dame, but I could be wrong. You never know. It can happen. But that's my prediction. And you guys give me your thoughts. What you think about it. And once again, guys, just like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll definitely be back with more college football content. Thanks, guys, and roll tide.